Good afternoon and welcome to everyone tuning in to the ICMS Virtual Open Day for 2021 and specifically the Langham session today. My name is Angus and I'll be your MC for this session. Before I welcome our speaker, I would just like to point out and remind any students who have questions to click the blue button below and we'll try our best to get to them throughout the session. Now to welcome our speaker for this afternoon. A warm welcome to Vivian Zhang, who is a current Human Resource Manager at the Langham in Sydney. And we are proud to call her an ICMS alumni and previous hospitality student here at the college. She has had a lot of experience in the hospitality industry, and even once upon a time, she worked with the ICMS Work Integrated Learning team, placing students in their dream roles. So it's good to see you again, Vivian. And thank you for being here. And I'm certainly looking forward to what you have to say and your insights today. So I'll hand it over to you now. Thank you.
Thank you, Angus. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vivian. I'm coming from the Langham Hotel, Sydney. And it's a pleasure that ICMS welcome me back to be part of the opening day. And I can't wait to share with you about my story and hospitality life. So I guess to start with, you probably wanted to know from Angus' introduction about my story, how I'm linked with ICMS, and what's my hotel life look like. I was just like you in 2010. I was a student in ICMS in my hospitality degree. The probably difference is that I'm coming from overseas. So it was the first time for me to be in Australia, to be beautiful, Manly. And I started my degree from there in February. As some of you might know that if you study for the degree, that school will help you to find an internship through your study. So I was one of the lucky ones. I was able to secure my very first job in Australia from the hospitality degree Will team that helped me to find a job in the Mercure Sydney Airport, which belongs to a core group. I started my career as a F&B attendant from there, and it was all exciting for me. After 3 years of working and studying at the same time, I was able to complete my degree in ICMS and find a new position in Amora Hotel Sydney in 2013 as an F&B supervisor. So from 2013 to 2017, I have been working in my F&B. At the same time, I found a degree that to complete for my human resource master degree in UTS in one of the universities in Australia, which helped me find my very first role in the HR field in hospitality, where I started as my HR administrator in the Shangri-La Hotel Sydney. After 2 years, I had a really lovely time there. I started with my HR job as an admin, as I said, got promoted to HR manager at the end. Had a great time, met lots of different people, and welcomed lots of ICMS students to the hotel as well to do their placement. So I thought, you know what, great time for me to go back to ICMS to see where the program actually started, where it actually helped me to find my job too. So in 2018, I joined back to ICMS Industry Placement team. Had a lovely colleague there. We all look after different areas. So obviously, with my background, I was looking after students that have to do placement in hospitality and tourism. That was a great 1 year I had with the team, able to build lots of networks, meeting different people in the industry, placed hundreds of students. We did so many mock interviews, helped them to build their resumes, and of course, lots of them that found us secure their job and still working there till today. After about a year and a half, I thought I missed the industry, wanted to go back to the hotel environment. So there where the opportunity arose in the Langham Hotel Sydney in 2020. I was very lucky to secure a job over there. It's one of the luxury hotels in Sydney that I'm proud of. So I started my job again as a HR manager. Some of you might know about the Langham Hotel, some might not. So I thought just give you a bit of a background about our hotel. The Langham Hotel head office, it's in Hong Kong at the moment, but actually we found a hotel in UK, London in 1865. We were one of the luxury hotels at that time. The first hotel had a hot shower, lift in the hotel. We also had celebrities stay with us. We had a English royal family stay with us, and lots of famous people that use us as a place to meet their friends. During the wartime, we had our rooftop to given using by the BBC staff to broadcast about the Second World War. So it's a really historical place. That's where we come from. Now, if you know about the Langham Sydney, that's great. If you don't, I have got some info that I'm proud to share with you. The Langham Sydney property, we are on the rocks in the Sydney, so it's in the CBD. We took over from, in 2012, we took over from the Observatory Hotel. So now we are today actually 9 years old. So happy birthday to Langham. We have got only 96 rooms, and you might feel it's a very small property. That's right. We are very small, but we are very luxury and a boutique at the same time. What we are famous for is we offer the city's most luxurious hotel accommodation. The interior we have, the design we have, the size of the rooms, I would say we're one of the best. We are very famous about the spa. If you look at the photo that I have shared here, it's so Instagrammable, the pool. We have so many people coming here just to see what's our pool, what's our spa look like, and they really enjoy the luxury service we provide. What I personally loved is we have pet-friendly hotel. So if you got any dogs and pets, please come to bring with us and stay. You can have a good stay with us. Which of the high tea is other things we're proud of is something we continue from the UK. That's we ordered the special rich food tea set from UK only, and it's only offered in the Langham Hotel with a design that we use for our high tea service. So if you ever have a free time, of course, when we finish, come to check out. All right, so had enough about me and my hotel. Now let me share with you a bit about hospitality. One of the sentences I have heard come across in my career that I think is really inspiring and personally attached to me is this that I want to share with you. The biggest honor that you can have as a hoteler is when people trust you with their biggest moment in lives. It's a very simple sentence. And what that means is just think about it. How many 30s birthdays you're going to have, how many baby shower you will have, how many anniversaries you will have in one person's life. They chose us to be part of their memory, to spend time, to celebrate with their friends. That means something to me. When I think about it, to be part of the industry, that's something I'm doing. It's going to create the special memory for their life moments, where I think this is so far, that's, I think, definitely a great way to explain about hotel life. In hospitality life, I mean, some of you must have heard there are good side and side that you have to worry. It is true. No job is easy. Hospitality, you do long hours. We have got a customer complaint that we always have to deal with to prevent. There's a product you always have to remember to upselling, to think what's new, what we can do differently for the markets. Public holidays is one of the things, forget about Christmas, forget about other holidays that you thinking you can go travel. That's not very common in hospitality. What you can do is spend your Christmas with your team members to serve the customer that you wanted to help them. The positive side is a great network. From the years I've been in hospitality, I met so many people that share a similar background with me, similar story with me, or very different story. They might coming from Europe, they're coming from different part of Asia, and we can just become friends in a very short time because we're all in the same industry. The people you would know help you to go to different position, next position. It's so strong, the connection there in the industry. The travel benefits you'll get. Just think about when you go overseas, when you go to even different city in the country, the discount you can have from hospitality. I'm sorry to say, that for those people looking at discount rate on booking.com, forget about those. When you work for hospitality, you get real discount. The teamwork that you will have, teamwork that you will get not just from people working the same project with you, but you actually have team members standing right beside you when you have to serve for 100 people function, when you have to set up for 800 people seminars, when you have to check out 100 guests on the same day. You actually have team standing right beside you to work together with you to the same goal. And the career opportunities that it gives you in hospitality, it's beyond that you can imagine. I have worked with many GMs, and I can say all of them have operational background, either from front office, that was a porter, or from F&B, from an F&B attendant, that get them to the hotel general manager job after some years. Even people that are like myself from a food and beverage background, but able to move to HR field, people that I have seen as a housekeeper move to financial controller after years. It's so many things you can explore once you have your foot in the door. You probably wanted to know what are the roles that you can expect to get when you're in the degree study. It's a very, I would say, if you have ever traveled in any hotel, it's probably easy for you to tell. For the front of house roles, including food and beverage attendant, front office porter, concierge, receptionist, and to housekeeping, engineering, they are all front of office roles. There are some great back of house roles, like myself, HR. We have got IT, finance team. We also have sales marketing and a team of events to look after different weddings and birthdays and celebrations. So they are all different roles that you can think in corporate environment. We pretty much have them as well in hotel. The skills that you need to learn before you find a job in hotel, or that you might need to learn in school. I think school is a great place for you to go to get a degree for hospitality, because it does give you the chance to have some hard skills and softer skills. You will learn hard skills such as opera systems, system help you check in, check out guests in school, how to clean the room properly up to the Forbes standards, how to cook, how to speak great people in different language, and even the sales marketing skills, the menu design skills that you will need, the F&B serving skills, what is a sequence of service look like. Softer skills are all coming from the interaction with your lecturer, with your team member. When you have a group work, a project you have to achieve together, the kind of creativity and problem solving skills, it will naturally come from there, which are the very important soft skills you will need to learn for hospitality. As Angus said before, I worked for the Will team, and then I enjoyed it there. From my hospitality experience myself as HR, as a student before, as a hoteler, as a will facilitator, my tips are really down to these 5. Find a casual job. Super important for you to find a casual job. It gives you opportunity to serve real customer, to build your network, to have problem solving skills. Networking, not just hang out with your friends after school. They're fun times, but also networking for your lectures. People in different classes, in different hotels. They are also, they are often to become the person help you find the next role, or introduce you to a different group, different opportunities. And know your will facilitator. They have extensive knowledge and a background from the industry that they are placing you to. Listen to their tips. The tips are normally coming from their stories, and are also the stories that are shared by other students. So know your will facilitator and listen to them. Prepare before your interview. This is very important. It feels like the first thing you have to do when you go for a job, but it is so important that it is probably the only way for you to secure the job. To be presentable, to understand what company you're looking for, why you apply for the role, prepare yourself professionally, and just be realistic about the challenge. Everybody wants to be probably a manager, a general manager after your degree, but it's important for you to have your foot in the door, to start somewhere as operational roles. Be realistic in that way, but challenge yourself. Don't think you can't do it, okay? You will have difficult times, just like we all did, but you will be able to conquer that and achieve by the knowledge and the skills that you will gain every day. Okay, Now let's talk about different departments. Should you be interested to find a placement with us, what kind of place we have offer as a Langham Sydney. We have got a lot of F&B positions available for full-time casual, that including runners, people that are handling the food, and same time the host as well, or even in a bar as a cocktail bartender. Front office as a receptionist. We also have a special role in the Langham property. We call them service stars, where they are the one specializing in delight guests and create a special memory for them. We also have reservation team, where they are the ones taking phone calls, bookings. Also, sales marketing is a good way. Actually, we have got one of the students doing internship with us now. She's from ICMS and doing sales marketing intern with us to help us create marketing materials, help us with the event organize. So there's different opportunities that we have at the Langham Sydney. The very last thing I want to share, and I think it's my honest thoughts that with you, is chances are for people who are prepared. So you will have equal opportunity, you will have different opportunity come across in front of you, but if you're not prepared, it will slip by to someone else. Prepare yourself and the chance will come to you. Okay, that's about me. Thank you.
Presentation, Vivian, that was super helpful and provided a lot of genuine insights, and I think that'll be very helpful for the students interested in hotels or even just in business listening today. So my first question for you today is, after what you've just spoken about, hotels and at the Langham seems to be about creating experiences for people. And I want to ask you personally, what are some of the best experiences you've been a part of so far?
I would say from Langham Sydney, I have been here about a year now. So lots of things that I have seen. For example, I just share you a story for one of our receptionists that did it. We really encourage people to take initiative. So we had a little girl, she traveled from Melbourne with her teddy bear, and the teddy bear is coming from the Langham Sydney. We sell this little logo bear, and she really loved it. She lost her bear in Melbourne. Okay, and then she got really upset. When she checked in with us, we got to know the story, and luckily we sell exactly the same bear in Langham Sydney property. Instead of letting her keep upsetting and disappointed, what we did is we wrote a little card and gave her a new bear, just to tell her, let's call her Chloe. Hello, Chloe, don't worry, I wasn't missing. I was traveling around by myself. Now I'm coming back to you. So it's a little touch we did, but made our guests just feel so special, so different, to create the special memories that other hotels are not creating for them yet. This is something we're really proud of, to take an initiative, and it gave us guests a special memory they can take away with them. And for our staff as well, we give roses on the International Women's Day for our female colleagues to appreciate and tell them that we are also here to celebrate a special day with them. We also have great CSR program to give our colleague opportunity to be able to go back to the community and help community to do, such as beach cleanup, blood donations, and different fundraising runs, Make a Wish, that all that is organized by hotel, and get staff to be involved, to tell them it's not just about service, but also about their employment experience with us. Yes.
Wow, that sounds amazing, and yeah, very encouraging for students looking at going into the industry. And I just have a question from Sarah here. She's wondering, how long does it roughly take, or maybe you can touch upon it in your personal experience, to get into a managerial role within the industry?
Very good question. Actually, I got that question a lot when I was working for ICMS. So I think you have to see, depends on what kind of managerial role you are talking about. Do you see manager as a restaurant manager or front office manager, or are you thinking about a supervisor, which is also frontline managerial position? I suppose ideally, if you have got a solid experience and good performance in a large size hotel where there's a lot of opportunities, about a year or two that to be a supervisor, that should be achievable. But in terms of going to more higher level managerial positions, such as a front office manager, a restaurant manager, that kind of level, you want to need to have a few more years of experience that are able to give you experience, not just sales, but also coaching staff, training staff, lots of admin knowledge that you need to learn in terms of budgeting, how to do roster properly. So it does take a few years, but it's achievable. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Another question here coming in from Riley. What's the most common reason you select a candidate or an employee at Langham?
Very good question, Riley. I think the attitude and also the basic skills. I have met so many HR in the industry, and I think I cannot represent them, but it definitely, we share the same voice in, if you have got limited skills, that's okay. We can train you, but without a positive attitude, it's going to be very challenging. So attitude is something we really looking for, and it's really a big thing during the recruitment process. Like I have shared in my presentation, before you go for your job interview, please prepare yourself. Not ask you to memorize everything about the company values and cultures, but prepare yourself to think about why you are applying for the role and why you are the suitable person, you are the suitable candidates, and what you can bring, what kind of attitude do you have. Show the kind of willing to learn. That kind of attitude will always help you in job interviews and secure a role.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you for that. Just another one for you. Are you able to take on more ICMS students in the future in an internship or a work integrated learning placement?
Yep, 100%. That's a yes. I think it depends on what's our environment going to be look like. But we have been taking on ICMS students, and we have got plan continue to take more. I have been very closely in touch with the industry placement team in ICMS. We always talk to each other, give us each other updates to tell them what's potential role coming up, what kind of roles we might need, and then they will help me to share the information to the students. So yes, definitely yes.
I'm sure lots of students will be glad to hear that. That's awesome. I just have another question. From your time working in the work integrated learning team, do you have a student success story that you can mention or talk about today?
Very good one. Let me think about it. I have got a few, but I think it depends how you define success stories. Yeah. For me, success story, it means that the students actually found the job that they are looking for and are happy in the role. That's for me a successful story, not has to be the student to find a managerial position. So I think first of all, I wanted to just be clear what I see as a successful story. I had a student, I will not mention name. She was very shy from Indonesia, very shy girl. When I just first time met her in my mock interview session with her, we did her resume together, help her to identify what kind of jobs she want to go, potential companies that she wanted to go for. We were able to secure her a job in the Shangri-La Hotel, Sydney. And I think she started as a banquet attendant. From there, she really has flourished herself within the big team environment and also with, the support, the training within the hotel. And I moved to, I moved out from the ICMS team and joined the Langham Sydney. And guess what? I just hired her as our F&B attendant again. Oh, wow. Where I can really see her skills has polished up. She really found herself in the industry, and then she's one of the strongest person we have in the team when it comes to customer service. So when I see that, I mean, she have done great. She have come a long way and did a great job, and I feel, oh, that's proud. Make me feel. That's a story, yeah.
Wow, that is certainly a success story. Wow, that's awesome. Also, what would you say to, this is a question coming in from Mike, what would you say to a ICMS or a person in year 12 at the moment who's thinking about studying, say, the hospitality degree at ICMS next year?
Oh, yeah, I think go for it if that's something you're looking for. Definitely that, go to the school, go to the college. It will give you lots of information, knowledge that I have just shared, those soft skills and hard skills you need to learn. At the same time, if you are able to look for a casual job, lots of knowledge that the school will be able to share with you later, that if you have got a casual job experience, you will be you will understand even more, and it helps you to secure a full-time job later. So yeah, if you look for study hospitality, come and join us to study for it. Yeah.
Awesome. And as far as building connections goes in the industry, do you think just starting off with a casual job is the best way to go, or where would you go first to start building that portfolio of industry contacts?
Great question. Yes, casual job is one of the way for you to do that, but it's not the only way. Get yourself a LinkedIn account. That helps you to connect with people in the industry and ask questions. I often have people message me, ask about what kind of potential opportunity in the Langham group, what kind of opportunity might be in the Langham, Melbourne, the Gold Coast, or even students just ask me, can you check my resume for me? What kind of quality you're looking for when you hire candidates? Get your LinkedIn account, very helpful. Often school will have a career expo as well, where they will invite different hotel people to come in to do a career day. Be part of it, prepare yourself. Bring your resume, helps you with your network. We have hired many students from the kind of hotel career expo. That's very helpful. And connect with your lecturer. They all have industry background. Before they become your lecturer, they know people in the industry. They will be able to help you, to give you advice and tell you what they have done, what they think might be suitable for you. So these are different ways where you can help you make networks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Also, just thinking about your career and where you've got to up until this point, is there any advice that you would give to students thinking about going into the industry that you wish you had when you were starting out in the industry?
Very good question. I think if I could go back, I think I would be making my network earlier, because I was I was very shy. It was a new country for me. So I sort of did not let myself to go out and make my connections, and only realize later from my experience. That's why I keep saying network is so important. So don't be shy. Don't ever be worried about making mistakes. I remember in my very first role in food and beverage I was really scared of talking to customer. I was really shy about taking orders even. That really didn't help me much, where when my manager told me, Vivian, they know you are new, so it's okay to make mistakes. So just don't be shy. Don't worry about it if you're making mistakes. You learn from that. So that would be my advice.
Yeah. And do you think you need to be a people person to succeed in the industry?
100%. I think it's important to be a people person, but if you are not a people person, it does not mean that's the end of the day for you. People person is also involve lots of skills that you will be able to learn from your study and your work experience. Those are softer skills, and to understanding people, to thinking, to get more care. That just you can start practice from your friends, from your family. That kind of caring people skills that you will need to have for the industry is super important. That will help you to be a successful F&B person or front office person when you have those skills. So yes, it's important. But if you don't think it's the end of the world, you can practice, go out there, network, socializing, and also even just gain more softer skills from different trainings that will help you.
And you would say that your time through the ICMS degree certainly helped you to build the skills and things that you needed to succeed in the hospitality industry? 100%.
Without the ICMS degree and the environment and the placement, I wouldn't be here, right? So as I said, I found my first job from the placement. I was able to stay in the industry with the knowledge I have learned. We have got lots of excellent practical class. We organized events before as a student in college. We help the senior students to run the event. Those are great experience when you actually go to workplace. You will realize it's the same. The skills we learn from Oprah that we will need to use in the industry is so popular. So 100%. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today, Vivian. It's been great. I'll just wrap up now and remind the students of a couple of things. But yeah, thank you very much for your insights today.
Thank you.
No worries. So guys, just while we're wrapping up, I just want to remind you of a few things. Our early entry pathway program is open for this year, or for next year rather. Jump on now and put in an application as soon as you can. Spots are limited this year. So just get in as quickly as you can. Just another thing, one of the requirements for any application in ICMS is that it must be your #1 preference on UAC. If you haven't got a UAC account at this stage, that's okay. You can jump on and create one. And I believe preferences open again very soon. So just jump on and change that one if you haven't already. And also just lastly, we do have our live chat on our website. Our student advisors are always on that. They're happy to answer any questions you have at any time. And yeah, we're just happy to help you through this period. We understand that it is quite a hard time in COVID. Trials are being pushed back. There's a lot of difficulties, but we just want you to know that ICMS is here to help. And yeah, we hope that you've got a lot out of this session today. So thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks again, Vivian.
Thank you.